As far as we are hearing a lot about fraud, waste, and abuse, a lot of waste and abuse, but there is a tremendous amount of fraud. And Elon, thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your team. You have uncovered so much fraud in our government, and we will prosecute you. We have an internal task force now working with every agency sitting here at this table. And if you've committed fraud, we're coming after you. Thank you, Elon, for that.
The clear case of fraud was with the Small Business Administration, where they were handing out loans, $330 million worth of loans to people under the age of 11. I think the youngest, Kelly, was a 9-month-old who got a $100,000 loan. That's a very precocious baby we're talking about here.
He has never asked me for a thing. He could have. I always say, I wonder if he's ever going to ask me for something. And that's always subject to change, and if it does change, I'll let you know about it. But Elon has never asked me for a thing. I mean, I got rid of the electric car mandate. I have no idea how that affects him, but possibly not good. I don't know. But he's never asked me for a thing. And I think that's an amazing tribute, but I think they're going to suffer very grave consequences because they're really terrorists when you think about it. They're terrorists at a high level. And I think the people that are financing them, they could very well be people I know, people that you write about. But those people are in big trouble, so they better cut it out. But Elon's a patriot. We want to thank you very much for the job you're doing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'd just like to also say thanks to all the DOGE team who are getting death threats on a daily basis. These are, a lot of them are just kids, you know, just trying to help out, and they're very talented. They could get jobs for millions of dollars a year. Instead, they come here, earn peanuts, and get death threats. So thanks to the DOGE team.
We've talked about Trump derangement syndrome before. It's a real thing. I mean, people who just cannot get it through their heads that somehow the majority of electors in America would think he was the right bloke to be the president. We'll show you one of those people later in the program before we leave you tonight. It's a great clip. You've got to stick around to the end of the show for that one. But now they've moved on from just Trump derangement syndrome. Now they're on board with Elon Musk derangement syndrome as well, because of course he and his DOGE mob have been going through the books in America and cleaning it up and getting rid of government waste, and they can't believe it. I mean, how dare you threaten our public service jobs and actually try to get some value for the taxpayers of the United States? So they gathered online over the weekend in a meeting. They call themselves Tesla Takedown, to talk about exactly how they're going to take down Tesla, which is of course the electric vehicle manufacturer owned by Mr. Musk. I'll show you some highlights from this meeting. We'll start with Micah Lee, who is a journalist. Take a look.
We're a nonviolent grassroots protest movement that's focused on an actual winnable strategy to bring down Elon Musk. If we kill the Tesla brand, if we drive down the stock price low enough, we can force him to sell his stock to pay back the billions of dollars of debt that he took on to buy Twitter. This will drive Tesla stock into a death spiral.
So there you go. That's the plan. We're going to force him to get out of Tesla. How are we going to do that? Well, let's start with a woman, a professor. She's a professor in memes, apparently. Here's her plan.
I study memes. And the most obvious meme nobody's talking about is Elon's black hat. And he thinks of himself as this black hat hacker that's broken into the government and socially engineered his way into the treasury, and he's going to abscond with all the data. It's an obvious data heist. But he believes he's living a meme. And so we need to be very clear about what our demands are, about what our bright lines are, and that we're not going to stop until Tesla is done with Musk.
Yeah, he's the richest man in the world and he's just living in a meme, you know. He's not aware that he's in the real world. Please give me a break. Actor John Cusack, blimey, Charlie, he put some mayo on it, didn't he? He says he's a ghoul.
These are unprecedented times of mass criminality going on in the United States right now. And that, like Trump, Musk is a pathological liar. He's a criminal. He's a sociopath and a ghoul.
He is a criminal. We shall await the charges. But my personal favourite is Jasmine Crockett. She's a US rep, and well, this is why she wants Elon to go down.
I'll make sure that I keep it short, but I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes.
That's what we want in our elected representatives, isn't it? They have lost the plot because they can't get over how effective that Musk has actually been with his DOGE. Like, it's just blowing their brains that someone's actually gone through the books going, hang on a minute, there's a bit of waste here we can do something about. Maybe we've been running the show improperly for a very long time. They can't cope with it.